Hey, what's up guys? Brandon here. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so that you can get more real estate sales tips, training, and advice like we're about to get into right now. So in today's training, I'm going to talk about a lead generation strategy and more so a word of advice when it comes to creating your lead generation systems and strategies in your real estate sales business. So let me walk you through really quick a huge mistake that I made in the past, and I think one of the pitfalls that I can help you avoid as you start to build out more and more lead generation into your real estate sales business. So when I was a new agent, this is my 6th year in the business. When I was a new agent, I spent a lot of time listening to podcasts and learning from other top producing real estate agents, which I recommend you do the same thing. However, it caused a big problem for me. That problem was every time I heard a new podcast and heard what this agent was doing and what that agent was doing when it came to lead generation, because I am obsessed with lead generation. Why? Because it is the key to all business. Whether, I don't care if it's a Subway that you start, or a salon that you start, or a real estate sales business you start, or you're a financial planner, the core of all business starts and ends with customers or clients. And if you don't have any, you don't have a business. So my problem is I kept trying to implement every single thing that I love hearing. I would watch a podcast with an agent that talked about how he or she was having creating wildly successful farming campaigns with direct mail. So I would do that. Then I would watch another podcast where agents were killing it with prospecting, expired for sale by owners, circle prospecting on the telephone, which has been my past. Has all been telephone sales, and so I would do that for 2 or 3 hours in the morning, which I still do today. Then I'd see another agent that was killing it with home valuation leads on these home valuation sites. So I did a little bit of that, and the story keeps going on and on and on and on. And what ended up happening was, I had a 10, 12, 15 prong lead generation platform. And yes, you guessed it, they all took a shit, because the key to lead generation is going deep, not wide. Here's what that means. That means that you should have 2, maybe 3 things tops from a lead generation standpoint that you focus on every single day and week and month and year, not 15, not 20 things. So one of the key pieces of advice that I would give you, sorry, there's the sun blaring in on us, but one of the key things I would tell you is say no. Just say no. The more you can say no to these lead generation ideas and these companies that want to call you and sell you on different lead generation things, just say no. You don't need them. Less is more when it comes to growing your real estate sales business with lead generation. So don't get caught in that trap of the shiny objects and all the squirrels, the squirrel syndrome. Don't chase all that stuff. Just do 2 or 3 things very well, and that's all that you need. In fact, I'm trying to now cut it down to how can I even do 1 or 2 things only, and selling over 100 homes a year based on 1 or 2 strategies only. It gives you much more clarity and focus every single day, because when I had all of those other lead generation things happening, it put me in a world of anxiety and overwhelm, because I had to keep all of those pillars going. And so just thought that that might help you in your journey in growing your real estate sales business. Less is more when it comes to lead generation. Don't be afraid to say no when it comes to a good idea, because less is more, and you will get more if you focus on less things. Talk to you guys soon.